Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Freldran, and today I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to be playing some No Man's Sky. Recently there was an update for the game. I did play the update, but it was a bit buggy, and I really wanted to play it on my channel, but I wanted to wait for the bugs to be kind of worked out. It's been about a week since it came out, and I believe they have fixed most of the bugs, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Let's see here. As you can see, I've gotten like 2 saves right now. It doesn't look like I have much time played, but I did have some other saves. I ended up deleting them. I wasn't sure how many save spots you get, so I was like, I'm just going to delete some of them. Basically, delete the ones I haven't been playing in a long time. I saw that the game was doing pretty good, and my favorite streamer, he was going to play it on his stream. So I was like, why not? I'll get back into it. It's been a while. And I saw that there was this update. It's called Corvette, or Expedition 19 Corvette. They do expeditions, every so often. This is the 19th one. I think I've only ever actually completed one expedition, and I think it was like the 3rd one. I've participated in some of the other ones, but I never really got that far. I've done this one. Like I said, I did this one when it came out, but it was too buggy. So hopefully with the fixes they've done, it should be a lot better. Now, I was originally going to do it on my main save I have here. I can't do it with this save. This save is, already did the expedition. And this one hasn't. This one was like I started a new game to become the expedition. With this one, you actually have the option to take your normal save and bring it into the expedition. But I don't want to, risk, messing up this save. So I figured I'm just going to do a new one, and maybe in the future, I'll bring this one into the next expedition. Hopefully there won't be any bugs or anything. So let's go ahead and start. And we'll first get a little bit of a cutscene when we start. Title screen. And then we should be arriving soon. All right, initialize expedition. That's bright.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization.
I keep forgetting how bright that is.
Life support systems activated. Shield kinetic system online.
Birds up in the sky. We got some flying worms. Looks like a dragonfly of some sort. A lot of weird animals in this game. That's pretty cool.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online.
Almost it. Should be about done.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Oh, and expedition initialization complete. I didn't read all that. Now there will be one of the things that I believe it's already technically complete. This is talks about it. Your former ship has been damaged beyond repair, and the Sentinel horde is closing in. The only way forward is to design and assemble your own Corvette class ship. All right, so we can view our progress. We can earn equipment and exclusive rewards by completing milestones. The Sentinel authorities have forbidden all starship trade. Design and assemble your own Corvette ship. Upgrade it at each rendezvous station. I had trouble with that word for a second there. Words like that doesn't help my dyslexia. I swear my dyslexia is getting worse. Okay, phase rewards can be accessed on any save. This save will remain playable when expedition ends. So basically, all the rewards I earn on this, I can use on my save that I have not done the expedition on. So I can get all my rewards on there. But yeah, for those of you who have never really seen No Man's Sky and are interested in it, you know, it's a space game. It's a survival game. It's a bit kind of like trying to think of what game would be closest to it, because it has its own uniqueness to it, but it has similarities to other games. You know, it has some similarities to like Elite Dangerous, but also has similarities to a lot of survival games. I'm trying to think of one specifically that would be considered the best options, but I can't really think of anything. Maybe a little bit like Ark, but I don't know. It's got some of the qualities Ark has, like the building stuff, but a lot of games like that do it. So, yeah, you know, it's kind of my favorite type of game. I love space games. I love survival games. I love base building. I like finding stuff, puzzles. I think there's some puzzles in this game too. Not a lot, but there are some. Yeah. Right now, our first thing that we need to do. Normally, when you start the game, you have a starship that you have to go find and fix up. But in this one, okay, so we gotta investigate our starship that we normally would have. So let's go ahead and find that on the map. Right this way. Oh, can't really see it very well. A lot of stuff kind of blends together when you're using your visor to scan stuff. Which reminds me, I probably should scan stuff. That's another thing about this game. You can earn money by scanning stuff. It's not a lot right away, but it also tells you what the material is made of. You can also gather stuff if you want. I like doing that right away. Get some stuff. I can't do this one yet because I need an advanced tool for my thing. So I'm just gonna collect a little bit of stuff, and then I'm gonna head over to my ship. All right, so I've went a little overboard on collecting stuff. I actually wrong button. I depleted my mining tool. I gotta recharge that. But yeah, I do recommend just, you know, grabbing a lot of stuff right away. You definitely need materials to do a lot of stuff, especially crafting. So it does follow that ABC rule, always be collecting. And I just spotted something here. It's one of the things is like, you can make a lot of money in this game by doing certain things, but sometimes it'll cost you. But I think they might have put these here for a reason, because if I were to grab this right now, sentinels will come after me. They're these little robots. They'll get angry at me. But right now, you can actually run from them pretty quickly. So, and these things are worth a lot of money when you get enough of them. So I'm gonna grab these. Yep. See, I got some sentinels after me. See, they're on the bottom screen. Where are they? Over that way. So I'm just gonna jetpack away. We'll run. Melee jetpack. Definitely not as fast as I will be later on. I'll be a lot faster, so I can get way quicker. And since they're already after me, I might as well just grab these while I'm here. I mean, they're already after me. What are they gonna do? I like doing this early on, especially in this expedition. You need a lot of money to do stuff. A lot of stuff you'll get handed to you from rewards just for playing. But I think that where are the sentinels? Over there. They come closer. Let me get away from them. Don't want to use up my jetpack too much. I want to land safely. Oh, let's grab these. Oop. I grabbed that. Accidentally boosted my jetpack here. I mean, that means I can get away from them faster if I need to. It's limited time. It wears off. Grab some more. I guess I actually got them off of me, but they're back on me. So one of the tricks you can do, especially if you're doing this, this is a player house over here. Built a little base over here, and you can actually go inside these and hide from the sentinels. The sentinels are kind of like, they're tough when you're actually in a proper fight with them, but you can easily hide from them for some reason. I don't understand that. Like, they will not come in buildings for some reason, or your ship. Like, if you're in your ship, you're generally kind of fine. Or at least for the ground sentinels. Pretty good sized base. Ooh. I think I know why. So that you can do this. Huh. Smart. All right. Yeah, I'll wait for them to go away, and then I'll continue with the progress. All right, they are now deactivated. They're still kind of flying around, but they shouldn't attack me. I think on this planet, they are actually technically... Oh, I guess they are aggressive. Oh, never mind. I might wait for them to kind of disperse a little bit more. Oh, where'd that one go? Sometimes they just despawn. Sometimes they're just kind of float around. Yeah, see, back on me. I think I might have to wait a little bit longer. All right, so I had to actually run away from them. They were kind of hovering around. So I couldn't leave without them coming back on me. Because I forgot that they're on this planet, they're actually hostile sentinels. So that no matter what you do, if they're in your range, they'll come after you. Yeah, this right here, you don't really have to do this. I guess, I mean, it kind of helps, especially if you're doing like the main storyline, knowing what all the aliens are saying. I usually grab these anyways. Basically, it just kind of gives you words, you know, accept knowledge, and you learn a word, you know, Gek for Gek. I think every time you learn one from each species, it's their name that you learn. I forget actually how many words there are in each language. I think there's quite a few. But yeah, let's go ahead, and I'm not gonna grab any more of those. I was thinking I can get away with it and just make a lot of money. I mean, right now I've got 29 of them, and you see they're worth quite a bit of units, and units are definitely needed in this game, especially if you're upgrading stuff or you're having a hard time finding something, you need to buy it or something. Comes in handy. We got Beetle over here, which is pretty cool. Flying Beetle. I'm gonna actually scan these, get some more money. It's always good to do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get over to my ship here. No other ships here. Sometimes there'll be other ships here, especially in multiplayer for the beginning part of this. Yeah, this is my ship right here. Let's go up ahead and look at it. All right. Not recognized. Atlas connection not found. Log recovery error. Launch system unrecoverable. And unauthorized. Not unauthorized. An unhealthy buzzing sound from the dashboard. The controls yield the smoldering. Yield and smolder under my fingers. Melted by the heat of the fire. Yet despite the intensive damage, somehow the communicator is still online. So I can't repair my ship. Let's receive incoming call. Forgotten me, forgotten us. All right. The station core imprint restore. The signal is compromised, but the message is almost indecipherable. Yet this voice, like this ship, feels impossibly intimately familiar. The land goes quiet. Of the voice, only stack remains. A packet of data is attached to the transmission. So let's retrieve orbital link blueprints. All right, so we got our first blueprint. Let's go ahead and actually look at that. Now, in order to make this, I need chromatic metal. And for chromatic metal, I need to actually refine, was it copper? Yeah, copper into that. So let's go ahead and get out. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. You can get yourself some like free materials by looking in these sometimes. Okay, this big green one, sometimes it doesn't work very well in multiplayer. I should be able to get some stuff from here. Get some sodium. I can't open in that one. I need something to open that with. Should be able to get some stuff out of this one. Oh, again, multiplayer sometimes it's kind of weird. Can't remember if I get anything out of this one or not. Okay, I guess broadcast. Anomaly detected. Anomaly is complete. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. I think that just allows me to call the anomaly, which is a place I'll be going later. But right now, I need to find some copper. Hopefully, there's some nearby. Let's see what we got. Okay, there's some copper right there. It's not too far away. Go ahead and grab that. All right, this okay, this is kind of weird. Normally, copper is a bigger thing than this, but let's go ahead and try to get it anyways. Might just be underground a bit. It's a very small deposit. Oh, it's the underground cave here. Huh? Or am I just seeing through stuff? I'm seeing through the world. Okay, that's a bit of a glitch that happens sometimes. There wasn't much copper here, which kind of sucks. How much I got? 22. I need a lot more than that. So let me go ahead and find some more copper. And I'll get back with you. All right, I found myself some more copper. Looks like this is a little bit bigger. Oh. Is it because it's on somebody's land I can't mine this? Okay, I've never come across this before. I thought I could mine this. Okay, I'm gonna have to find some more. Be right back. All right, so I found some more copper. While I was on my way, I couldn't help myself. I grabbed some stuff, grabbed some more Gravitino balls. So I ran for my life as I was running towards this area. Yeah, hopefully I can grab this stuff. Okay, yep. It's on somebody's property, so that's good. I'm gonna grab as much as I can. Probably grab all of it, to be honest. There's so much use I can get out of copper.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, I should probably do that.
Technology recharge.
Well, the survivability or survival aspects of this game is hazardous conditions. Keeps you on your toes, and I think that should be it. Next, I have to first. Let's see. I need to make this into chromatic metal. To do that, I need to make a portable furnace. I need one metal plate and some oxygen. Let's go ahead and make a metal plate. That takes ferrite dust. All right, so let's go ahead and make that. Place it down. Got this hole. There we go. Okay, it's not letting me access it for some reason. Okay, can't pick it up. I think this is one of those glitches. I think I might have accidentally somehow put it in somebody's base area. They do kind of like go on for a long while. I don't know. Where's the closest one? I mean, everybody's kind of far away. They should be able to pick it up. Wrong button again. All right, I might have to switch to single player or disable what's it called? Let me go to the options, network. Let's go ahead and disable it. This is one of the glitches that came across. Hopefully this fixes it. Okay, yep. For some reason, it's kind of weird.
Technology recharge.
Oh, that didn't really charge it much. All right, let's put some of this in here. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. I want to be able to actually do a lot.
Recharge.
There we go. It'll take a couple minutes, so I'll get back to you once I've done converting this. All right, so I've converted all my copper into chromatic metal. I don't think I really need much copper itself right now. I think it's more of the chromatic metal that I need. Let's go ahead and pick this back up. Get my get it back. You see it in my inventory somewhere. There it is. Plus you get all your carbon that you used to fuel it back. Now let's go ahead and craft this orbital link that it requested us to do. And I think yeah, let's go ahead and activate it actually. This will bring us to the station. And we should have our first milestone complete. There we go. Link to the stars. All right, so normally we'd fly up here in our ship. But since we weren't able to do that because the sentinels are kind of like blocking us from repairing ships for some reason. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at our reward for that. We got basic Corvette module pack. So let's go ahead and look at what we got. Wrong button. All right, so we got one Thunderbird classic or class cockpit, Thunderbird class hub, landing gear, Titan sublight thruster. You get two of those, two landing gear. One Medusa class reactor, one photon cannon array, one Titan class landing bay, and one mission radar. These are basically all these right here are needed to build a ship. You have to have at least one of these. The mission radar is an optional thing. But yeah, now it wants us to actually design our first Corvette. So we have to assemble it ourselves. We have to go over there to do it. So let's go ahead and actually jump on this. This will actually bring you over to there where the Corvettes are at, where you can build stuff. This right here is actually a place where you can actually store all your stuff. So I can like do that and it'll store it in here. Just your Corvette parts though. So you get plenty of room, which is nice. I don't think I've ever filled it up. So even with messing around, I never filled this up. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually build our first Corvette. Right now we don't have much we can do. You can see on the top right there, it has to have those things in order to fly or to save basically. So let's start with our landing gear. Just clap one down. I got two of them, so might as well slap that one down too. Doesn't really matter where you put it right now. Let's put down our hub. The hub is kind of an area where you can put stuff down in. It also adds cargo space. You can have up to 3 of these. Well, you can have more than that, but only 3 counts towards the bonus cargo slots. But you can put all sorts of stuff in there. You can put your storage in there. You can put plants in there. The mission hub goes in there. I only have one right now, so let's go ahead and put on our cockpit. That always goes in the front. Now we need a reactor. This reactor specifically gives maneuverability and boost. There are other reactors you can have. All the reactors except for this one, you can have 3 of them on at a time, and you get like bonuses. So let's go ahead and put this on right there. Is fine. I can put it anywhere I really want as long as it attaches. All right, so next thing, we need thrusters. We got 2 of those. Let's go ahead and just plop it on here on the sides. Right now, it doesn't really matter if it's even or not, but that's fine. All right, so now we need a weapon and we need access to it. So let's go ahead and put our access. Let's put it back here. I believe you can also put it like on the front if you wanted to, but You can't put it on the sides. I think it's just front and back. As far as I know. All right, so weapons, I only get the one. Let's just go attach it right there. And that's our first ship. Not much, but we can build it out. I see a lot of people flying around with small ships, but some people, they take up... Let me show you. Camera controls are kind of weird in this. Basically, from like this white line right here, and I think you can go all the way back to this blue dotted line here, and all the way to this blue dotted line on both sides, is basically your play area. The height limit, I've seen people go above this stuff, but I don't know. You know, I don't want to mess with that, go too high. So as you can see, you can make some pretty big ships. Oh, actually, if you go like this, you actually... Is that... Can I build all the way out to here? That's like in somebody else's build area, though. This is where other ships land. That's kind of weird. And it goes off to the side, too. So I wonder if that might be... I don't know. That's kind of weird. But anyways. Yeah, it's basically our first ship. Just go ahead and finalize it. This, you know, compare, I don't have any other ship to compare it to, so let's just, well, technically we got the ship that we're supposed to have, but that's not working, so let's swap. There we go, this is my ship. It wants me to furnish it. I think it just wants me to put, the mission board in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, I don't have stuff to do it. Ooh. This one, this was... Is it because it's in... oh, it's in there. It's not in my inventory. You get one free one. This way you don't have to spend anything. Ooh, that's a nice looking ship. Anyways. Yeah, this one right here. Basically, it's a free one. After that, you gotta, like, pay materials to build it. So let's go ahead and put this in. You can put it anywhere you want. There's, like, several spots you can put it. So... Yeah, that's it. That's second milestone done. Let's go ahead and look at that. This one we get prepackaged scatter blaster unit, prepackaged shell greaser unit, supreme scatter blaster upgrade, and some projectile ammo. So let's go ahead and actually look at that. So this is for our multi-tool. It's a weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess go ahead and put it on now. I probably will get rid of it later. It's not my style. It's an okay one, but I'd rather use another type of weapon. I'll get into that much later on. But this is a, you know, they could have given us like bolt caster, but this would be your normal weapon that all the normal multi tools get, I guess. But yeah, I guess this is a little bit better, but it's kind of an up close weapon, but it's fine for now. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at our next milestone. All right, excavate Corvette modules. You have to get 5 of those. So go ahead and make that our active mission. And go ahead and actually fly out and get some. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these plants. Okay, this one's got some salvageable scrap. This is what we need. I think there's a red star over there. So it's a save beacon. All right, let's go ahead and pulse M drive or pulse engine over there. They're a little quicker than just regular flying. All right. Don't really need to go to save. Well, let's see what's over by the save beacon. Anything good? All right. Looks like it's just a building over here. Might as well go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and land. Can't land on the landing pad. The ship's too big. Or, well, technically it's not, but they get big enough. There's no actual proper landing pads. on planets for these ships. Let's go ahead and save our progress. You can do it here, or you can do it on your ship by exiting the seat. I like doing it on these planets where at those spots when you can. This is part of the always be collecting, but it's also like, you know, check out buildings. You might get some stuff. Check out, you know, these right here. You can get some stuff out of these. They'll be handy. These will definitely be handy. I need nanites for upgrading stuff, so those turn into nanites, and I always grab those. You also get some nanites from these after you fix it. Get a little carbon from these. Oh, restore my shield, but my shield's already good. But all you can find in these, really. Sometimes you get energy credits, sometimes you get units. Let's actually check this out. Oh yeah, you're hostile, aren't you?
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Let's go inside. Inside, so he won't attack me. I'll just grab these. Navigational units. Nanites. I like coming here because these guys always have something for you. Or usually always have something for you. A small creature is busy adding up trade profits when I appear. Sensing me, their eyes widen in anticipation, and they rub their fingers together greedily. Don't really understand what he's saying, other than friend, the Gek. The life form pecks empathetically at the monetary figure on their pad. They bounce up and down. A pleasant smell in the air, or pleasant smell in the air. A relief after the choking dust of the planet's surface. Tap the pad. Pat them on the head. Give them units. I'm assuming he's a trader, so he probably wants units, I guess. The life forms clearly thrilled. They give me a piece of technology in exchange. Ooh, blaster module. Okay. I'll go ahead and equip it. This is an upgrade. Make my blaster do more damage. All right, so Sentinel is, well, it's still out there, but it's no longer trying to attack me. Let's go ahead and try to get back to my ship before it finds me again. All right, so the main thing I'm doing here is I'm looking for salvage, so I can build my ship out more. And normally you can just go on land, you land your ship, but what I like to do, and I've seen a lot of people do this, they'll actually get out of their seat, because you can actually do this in this type of ship. The other ships you can't. And then I can scan the planet surface. Oh, right there. Salvage container. Is there any more? I'm not really seeing any more nearby. Normally you go to the salvage container and you dig it out using your mining tool, and then or your terrain manipulator, and use your mining tool to actually break down the containers to get what's inside. But you can actually just do it from your ship, which is a whole lot easier, because you have to be doing a lot of running around anyway, so might as well have your ship with you and use your ship weapons, and it won't cost you any material to do it. And heck, I can just, you know, some of these materials I can actually like destroy, and it goes into my ship itself. Well, I just got some carbon, but it's not actually showing up in my ship. That's kind of weird. Huh. Anyways, but yeah, let's go ahead and find a few more of these. All right, I'm not seeing any. Sometimes that'll happen. You can't see any from where you're at, because it just means they're too far away. So I'm gonna have to go fly a little bit and hopefully find some more. All right, found another one. Is there any closer than that? I think that's the closest one. Let's go over there and get that material. All right, I've got the milestone. There's still some stuff there. I'm trying to shoot it while I'm doing this. Overloaded my weapons. Let that cool down a bit. There we go. I got all that. Got over 5 pieces. Wrong button. So, the only thing that I see here that's actually useful is probably this landing bay. Only because I like it visually better. All this stuff is just kind of cosmetics. I was kind of hoping for more than that. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab our reward for that. So we got a whole bunch of windows. You can put windows on this ship, which is pretty nice. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a whole bunch more parts, so I have a little bit more to work with. And then I'll join you back on the station when I go to apply those. All right, so I made a bit of an oopsie. I stopped recording while I was collecting stuff, and then I forgot that I stopped recording like a second ago. So I hit record. Basically I'll go over what I did. I collected more materials. Wrong button. And I ended up filling this out. Actually, there was a lot. Pretend like I have less cargo space here. I basically filled this out. I filled out my inventory full of parts. And I landed. I came over here. I put all the parts that I wanted to keep in here. Let's go ahead and put those back in there. And when I did that, I also sold all my extra parts because you can make a lot of money off of these parts. I'll go ahead and show you that you can make a lot of money off these ones. I'll go ahead and sell this. I don't need this. This is an old one. It is considered extra. But just come over here. Go to inventory. Go and sell that.
Units received.
When I first came in, I only had like 9,000. Now I have 14,000 or 14 million, almost 15 million. Yeah, you get quite a bit just from collecting those parts. So if you have a lot of them, you have the inventory space to collect a lot of them. You can just come over here and sell the stuff you don't want, and then put the stuff that you do want in that little container next to where you craft your ship over here. So this will get filled up. Well, it takes quite a bit to fill this up. So I actually think there's actually more cargo space here than there are part types, because everything stacks. So yeah. Then also, before I realized I wasn't recording, I redid my ship. I got a couple extra hubs. I think I got 3 hubs. Oops, a little bit of a glitch there. I got a couple of reactors. Here, actually, let me go into shipbuilding so you can actually see what I did. All right, so I added these hubs on, one on each side. There's a little tiny hub right here. I added these windows because I got given those before completing the milestone for getting the 5 parts. I got a couple of reactors added on. I believe these add like shield boost, I think. And then I got this cargo pod. It actually increases my cargo capacity of my ship. I got a couple of new engines. Actually got a few new engines. I got this new little entry area. I like it much better. That's about it, really. Yeah. Leave workshop. Yeah, the reason why I said ignore they have all this cargo space. Before I didn't have all this cargo space. Actually got there's like a lot of gaps in here, and when you first build your ship, there's always gaps. But that cargo piece up there on top of my ship, you can see it right there on top. That actually adds to your cargo, so I recommend getting those. I think you can only have like one of those though, because they said I reached my limit when I put it on. So, oh yeah, and also turn multiplayer back on. Hopefully there's no more glitches with multiplayer. There is one thing that you technically need for multiplayer for the milestones, and that's much later on. I'll get into that much later on. Yeah, I ended up actually completing a couple milestones. I forgot all about those, and they're inside other things. I'm not gonna collect them right now. I'll wait till I go into those phases to collect them. I figure I'll do one phase per video. So our next thing that we have to do now is we have to go into autopilot. Another feature this has that's pretty nice. So let's get to our ship, go into space. Oh, this guy want to ride? Actually, he's sitting. What is he sitting? Looks like he's sitting down on something. He might follow me in my ship. I don't know. Let's go out. All right, let's actually go into. Okay, apparently he didn't come with me. Apparently, I guess he was like in his own ship or something. It's one of those multiplayer things where his ship was actually in the same spot mine was, and he's actually sitting in his, not mine. But yeah, okay, so our next thing that we have to do is we have to go to autopilot and just get our ship going here. And then let's see, autopilot. Yep, right there. And let's just go current flight path. So our ship will actually just keep flying. Actually, I'm going kind of slow, but I have to do it for like, what, 10 seconds or something like that. You can see those freighters out there. Eventually we'll get one of those. Is he gonna pop yet? It's only 10 seconds, right? 30 seconds. Because it doesn't matter how fast you're going, it just keeps going. It's based on time, not distance. There we go. Let's go ahead and pop back on our seat so we stop. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that. Click our reward. We get in prepackaged Cyclotron Ballista Unit, prepackaged Dyson Pump Unit, Supreme Starship Weapon Packet upgrade. All right. So let's see what all we got here. Wrong button. Keep hitting that button. All right. So we got, okay, Cyclotron Ballista. This is another upgrade. I don't really use this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and attach it anyways. This will help. This is a weapon, and it's really only good for taking down shields. Other than that, it's not really all that great. Yeah, I think, is that all I got? Yeah, I think that's all I got. Let me read that again. Yeah, that's basically all you get. All right, so our next one, leave the Eternal System for the first time. All right, so I have to go in hyperspace, go to another system. This one will get inventory slot times 10, life support gel times 10, and band hyperdrive upgrade. So let's go ahead and do that. Galaxy map. I guess it wants us to follow the expedition route. Let's go this way. Ooh, that's all right, that's that requires an emerald drive, I believe. Oh no, hyperdrive. Why is my hyperdrive damaged? Hold on. Ooh. I forgot all about that. Sometimes the hyperdrive's damaged for some reason. And it doesn't actually tell you to fix it. And I don't think it's supposed to be damaged, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. I believe I have everything I need except for the microprocessors. I need 2 more of those, so I can always buy those. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be back with you. All right, so I got that fixed. Again, I'm not sure why it was broken. It It doesn't tell you until you try to go into next galaxy. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go on to the expedition path. Oh, I'm on free explorer. Hold on. Let me actually. There you go. Expedition route. And go ahead and go there. Now, I might get into a battle. I might not. Sometimes it's right away. Sometimes it's supposed to take like 5 jumps to do. All right, looks like I'm good. Didn't get to battle this one. That's good. So that should be completed. So let's go ahead and grab that. All right, so it wants us to upgrade. So I'm gonna go ahead. Definitely gonna do some inventory slots. That way I can actually hold more stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's actually, I'm gonna go ahead and fill these 2 out. I might have enough to do 2 more. Oh no, I just had the 1. All right, so I got some gel. And I got suspicious hyperdrive. Let's go ahead and equip that. Actually, first, let's actually move some stuff around. I got a lot of stuff in here. This is why I said it's good to upgrade this. May not go too crazy on this right away. Upgrade this area first so you can actually not only organize it, but put more stuff in it. Let's see here. All right, so let's go ahead and put this in. So we got some extra range and fuel efficiency, which is always good. You don't want to run out of materials or fuel. I mean, you can always go down to a planet or go to a station and get more fuel. Let's see here. And actually, this should go into my exosuit. All right, so the reason why you want to do, move these around is, as you can see, they have different outlines. If I were to move this, it gets rid of the outline. Put them together, they have the outline, and they get extra potential, I guess. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go look at our next one. So Sentinel interceptors are elite combat unit. Patrols deep space. Engage planetary sentinels to trigger suppression measures. Increase your wanted level and draw interceptor attention. This is actually pretty easy. So let's just go down to this planet. They're aggressive, so it would be hard to get them aggressive or come after me. So let's go ahead and go there. Oh, I forgot I already actually defeated one of them earlier. I accidentally got in my ship a little too early while I was running from some sentinels on the last planet when I was getting stuff. I stopped down at one of the stations and a sentinel came after me. I got in my ship, and once you get in your ship, when the sentinels are after you, you get into the ship but not the pilot seat. Once you get into the pilot seat, they kind of get mad at you and they send the interceptors after you. So I already defeated one. I just need to defeat 2 more. So let's go ahead and land. Hopefully let me land. All right, need a flatter surface. The bigger your ship gets, the harder it is to land because you need some really flat surface. Oh, another milestone. Again, I'll go over that when I get to that milestone, phase. But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of the ship. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put the ship back into first person. I prefer first person most of the time when I'm in the ship. All right, let's go get some sentinels after us. Get them all mad. Not seeing any. Kind of wish there's some Gravitino balls nearby. I can get them mad at me right away. Oh, there are. Not too far. Oh, wait. Yep, there's one right there.
Sentinel drones activated.
There we go. Now they're mad at me. And since they're mad at me, I can actually go into my ship. Take off.
Scan detected.
And there we go. They'll spawn here in a minute or a couple seconds. Where are you? All right, take down his shield first. Destroy him. There we go. All right, one more should, or two more should pop up, I think. Can't remember how many it is per wave. All right, it's just the one. Take those shields. There we go. Ooh, got some glass salvaged from him. All right, that's complete. But first, what I want to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. It actually completes it there. Normally, you get into more fights, and a big ship will show up, but that's for another time. Let's go ahead and look at our rewards for that. We get 10 microprocessors, which would have been handy because my hybrid drive was broken for some reason. I wonder if maybe that's like a bit of a oopsie rather than a bug. I'm wondering if it was supposed to happen when you came here. I don't know. Hermetic seals, 10 of those. Hydraulic wings, 10. Amino chambers, 10. And ion batteries, 10. Those are all good things. They're used for crafting. The ion batteries are for actually for your ship. I believe what those ones are for. No, actually that's the exosuit one. So this will recharge your shields and stuff when you're on ground. Yeah, all these crafting materials are good to have. Definitely be using a lot of those. All right, so let's go on to the next one. All right, sign the first rendezvous station, and a reward is Corvette hull module pack. So let's go ahead and do that. Expedition route, so not this station. So let's go into our galaxy map, and it looks like it's actually two areas over. What do you call them? You want to say galaxy? What's the word? Why do I forget words sometimes? Two systems over, solar systems. There you go. Had a brain fart there for a minute. All right, so it wants us to go to. Oh, somebody's fighting something. You're fighting, or they're mining. You can actually mine these asteroids, so. But it wants us to go to the station here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so now I'm here on the station. It wants us to actually go up here. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this because I forgot to grab the last two. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. There we go. But once it's come up here and talk to this station core, and imprint on it. All right. So, that should be it. Should have everything pop up here. Yep, there it is. So, sign first rendezvous station. So yeah, let's go ahead and collect that reward. Yeah, Corvette hull module pack. And it just gave us hull pieces. You know, not really much to them. Probably end up selling them. Again, you know, I'm not really worried about how it looks just yet. I'm more about efficiency than I am, getting these filled out and then having all the proper stuff on there that pops up here in the technology slot. Yeah. And since that's the last one from that, after you complete all these from each phase, you get another reward. So phase 1 complete, Corvette blueprint posters, built to last, and poster plan, big rig poster plan. All right, so you get a couple of posters for completing. And that will show up when I go into my build menu. Because those don't go in your inventory, I don't think. You know, those are basically part of my build inventory. If I hit up, can't really see anything right now. I'm not near my ship, but I'll go ahead and put those on my ship after this video. I think this will be it for the video right now. Like I said, I just want to do one phase per video. That way it's not too long, and hopefully I don't have as many mess ups. So, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment down below. Tell me if you like it or not. You know, is there anything I could have done different? All that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye.